as both of their sort of worldviews or visions.
Well, doesn't it have something to do with the sort of, when you think of domestic terror, right?
Yeah.
And Julia, you can jump in here. It's sort of drip, drip, drip. It happens every once in a while. You hear about a big event. But when you have something as huge as a 9/11, and then you have our Charlie Hebdo, or that when you look at these events, it's easy to place the boogeyman.
And that's the other factor too, Don. That it's the number of casualties and fatalities that are committed by Islamic extremism. So the frequency with which these domestic terrorists act is much higher, right? I mean, you're going to have these sort of lashing outs at whatever the sort of political debate du jour is going to be. With respect to Al-Qaeda and ISIS, they look to kill as many people as indiscriminately as possible. Their targets are going to be much broader.
Julia, I got 10 seconds. What do you say?
Yeah, and that's... Well, I think just picking up on that awkwardness issue, it ultimately comes down to access to weapons. And so anyone who's in counterterrorism and thinks about risk, you have to have an honest discussion about guns in this country, because that is actually, terrorists need to use weapons. And so we divert that conversation and call it something else, right? So that we don't actually have to address some of the bigger issues related to gun control, or, as you hear others, mental health.
I have to get off the air on time. Thank you. Appreciate it. We'll be right back.
God, are you kidding me?